Marvel has completely ruined Daredevil.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Damn.
Matt?
My ass remains unwhooped.
So a few days ago, I saw a video talking about the rise and fall of Daredevil, and it got me thinking how Marvel really has ruined Daredevil. Daredevil being one of my favorite characters, it holds a special place to me. Even though I saw the show long after it ended, I still fell in love with the series. The characters are amazing, and Daredevil's morals and faith is one of my favorite parts about the show. But we're not here to talk about the golden years of Daredevil. No, we are here to talk about the dark ages of Disney Marvel's Daredevil. So the first appearance of Daredevil in the MCU is Spider-Man No Way Home.
I was told by Marvel, like, make sure you go on the first weekend. It's going to be so exciting. The reaction to you, it's a big secret. Everyone's going to, like, freak out. Contacted like a movie theater, complex.
Okay.
And Marvel helped me out and, like, got hold of the manager. Can you sneak me in the back so that I can be there on the opening weekend? So my wife came with me and, like, she's filming my reaction. Nothing. Dead.
Oh,
Tumbleweeds.
no.
Honestly, I remember one guy went, "Oh, cool." And that was it. And then my wife's filming. I'm like, turn off the camera. Turn off the camera.
Now, this was a nice and surprising cameo. It made sense, and it was actually not pointless or stupid. It was cool to see Spider-Man and Daredevil share the same screen. And guess what? Disney didn't have their greedy hands on him yet. Oh, but that will change. So the second appearance after Netflix wasn't She-Hulk.
Great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult, or I might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
Shut your fucking mouth!
This by far has to be one of the worst television shows of all time, and after seeing what they did to Matt in this, yeah, this show can go to hell. Yes, Daredevil, the man without fear, the man who went up against the Russians and Fisk Empire, a copycat version of himself and the Hand, and also had one of the best fights in Marvel and one of the coldest lines ever. It is reduced to a weak man doing the walk of shame. And the suit just looks ugly. I know they're trying to go for the comic accurate suit, but it just doesn't look very good. Now his next performance is just piss poor, and comes from a piss poor show starring a piss poor character. My least favorite MCU character, Echo.
It's a different feel compared to what the other MCU.
And Echo has already demasculated one of my favorite Avengers, Hawkeye, in his own show. Or, I mean, the Kate Bishop show. P.S. Look for my review of all 6 episodes come this Thanksgiving. Anyway, Daredevil shows up for a minute. Like, literally a minute to fight her, and then he's gone. Just disappears. The fight's actually not that bad compared to the horrendous She-Hulk fight. And this time, his suit looks great, just like it did in the Netflix show. At least in this scene, Echo can get punched and take damage, because Echo's fight with Hawkeye was just terrible. In fact, all 3 fights that Echo and Hawkeye had all sucked. But still, the scene is pointless. It makes no sense why it's here. Now we have reached his last performance so far before Season 2 comes out, Born Again. Which is probably the worst. I and many people thought the show was in the right track, or at least were hopeful. And the first 2 episodes were really good. I actually liked the style they were going for. I made weekly videos talking about each episode, and episode 3, which is my most viewed video in the series, which you should totally see, is where I thought the show messed up. This right here is where I think the show went downhill, and no one believed me. They all said it made sense, and that I was just dumb not seeing the vision. Yeah, well, look how that turned out. The show had so much promise. The look of Daredevil looked amazing, his suit looked nice, we heard the Punisher would come back, we heard Muse would be the villain, and so much more. But, instead, the show completely fumbled the bag so hard it's not even funny. They rushed the White Tiger stuff, and killed Muse in one of the dumbest scenes. Didn't even give time to flesh out the character. The filler episode in episode 5, and the cops using the logo to kill people was an interesting idea, but we all know this is used for social commentary, especially seeing that Marvel has been against the logo for a while now. Now, we're not even talking about Matt and all this, because his storyline, or arc, is just a reverse of Season 3. Just a rehash. It's literally the same thing, but reversed. And killing Foggy in the first 10 minutes, come on. And don't even get me started on Daredevil's starter pack to defend the city from Fisk. Come on, a few cops, no Defenders, no Punisher, no Spider-Man. Where the hell is Spider-Man in all this? Anyway, I just wanted to get this on my chest on how Marvel has just ruined Daredevil, and it's not even funny. And it's not just him, it's Fisk and Frank too. Marvel do not know what they're doing with these characters, so if you don't know, then don't use them. Anyway, that's all of our time for today. Like if you enjoyed what you just saw, comment and tell me if I'm an idiot if you have a different viewpoint, or you just don't agree with what I've said. Anyway, that's all of our time for today. Peace.
Just do it! Make your